that was a little glitchy. I don't know. Anyway, hello. So I am live, and let's see. My name is Heather Dewey Pettit, and my computer's making noise, so I'll get rid of that. Let's see. I hope everybody is having a good day. Let's see. I will start the planning in a few minutes, but let's see. So anyway, my name is Heather Dewey Pettit, and I am a writer, editor, and artist. I don't know. I guess I could say author. While I'm still writing out my book. Anyway. Let's see. So as a writer or author, whatever you want to use, I am working on a young adult, or maybe you could call it adult, fantasy, because it's kind of a right on the fence there. And as an editor, I am a freelance line editor, copy editor, and proofreader. And as an artist, I like working in watercolors, and I love using watercolor pencils a lot, and stamps and ink. And I have an Etsy shop. All the links are down below. So feel free to email me with any questions. Somebody's here. Hi, CB. How are you? How's everything going? Do you like the festivity of my backdrop here? By the way. How are you doing today? I hope you're feeling well. Let's see. I was working in my Facebook business suite for the very first time, so trying to work out any bugs going on with that, and so that was interesting. I think I promoted my stream on several places, so that should probably help a lot. I'm going to go ahead and get out of some of my tabs just in case of any internet glitches. I'm going to knock on some wood just in case. I'm sorry this is so dark. I'm going to move some things here, including my mic. There. Hopefully you can hear me well. I'm going to bring this a little closer to me. I'm not going to shine it directly in my eyes because that might trigger a migraine, or bright lights can make my migraines worse. But yeah, so there's that. But I'm doing the best I can with my lighting. Well, let's see here. Run, mouse. Let's see here. CB says it's very nice. Everything is good. Awesome. I finished the first novel in the Dark for President series. Awesome. And working on the second, much shorter one. Okay. Yeah, yes. Apparently that's a huge trigger for me. I never did like bright lights to begin with growing up. And I've just realized that it's a trigger for me. So I've got some lights on. I am very close to this window, and so that should help. Yeah. Whew. So I've got a ring light, but it's projecting to the other side, and then I've got a piece of white cardstock bouncing that light. So hopefully that helps. Me too. I'm actually for the summer, because it can get so incredibly bright here and intensely bright. Like in August, and between the solstice and say middle of August, it's really, really, really bright here in Florida. As you may know, actually, CB, I know you've been to Florida, this area before, I do believe. It's Florida. It's the Sunshine State. So yeah. Anyway, what else? I started to say, yeah, I would like for next summer. I'm sorry, I got distracted. For next summer, yeah, I would like to get a hat with a large brim that goes all around. I look like a dork, but I don't care. After a certain age, you don't really care anymore what other people think. So yeah, but I do have baseball caps. I've got a lot of baseball cap style hats. So between hubby and just getting, sometimes just getting free stuff. Sometimes my hubby used to work at. He used to work for the Tampa Bay Lightning, so oftentimes he would get freebies. He'd come home with freebies. Visited Florida in the spring both times because of the lines in the parks, the added expense, and the humidity. Yes, spring. Spring is good for that. And in general in the spring, the lines aren't. Yeah, exactly. They're not so bad. So yes, and the humidity isn't quite as bad either. Yeah, spring, generally speaking, is very, very nice. On a very rare occasion in March, it will get chilly. It just depends. Depends on a lot. I don't know if I want coffee yet. I actually have to wait. I brushed my teeth not too long ago. But yes, that's a good strategy, CB. But yeah, the lines aren't nearly as long in the spring. Excuse me. Yes. Yes. Agreed. And that's why that I have a video on my, what is it, a reel? I guess it's a reel on my my Instagram, my Heather DeRay Pettit Instagram, where it was one of the hottest days of the year. It had I think it had a feel like of 110 that day. This was in August, and I was just trying to like keep my sense of humor or something. And I had to wait at the bus stop for over an hour that day. It was like an hour and a half. And with coming off a migraine, I had an ice pack with me. I had a hat. I had sunglasses. I pulled a chair out of my car and I sat. So yeah. Oh, really? That's interesting. Says it's not nearly as hot in Florida than it was in Texas or Las Vegas last time. Yeah, certain areas can feel hotter. You've got the intense sun, the humidity. You've got a lot of factors. Texas and Las Vegas and New Orleans, Louisiana, lower Louisiana. Yeah. At least it wasn't, at least at that time. Yeah. So it can get in certain areas. It depends on a lot of things. In this area, it can get to 100 degrees plus. It's just very rare, but it happens. Yeah, it happens. Actually, when I've heard my sister tell the story. This was in the late 70s. She was attending what college was this? She was attending college in we were living in Savannah, Georgia at the time, outside of Savannah, Georgia. She was going to college for a semester or so there, and she was at the bank, and they had the a sign with the temperature, and it was 101. So yeah, 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 yeah. Mm-hmm. There's something about Vegas that just kind of, it just gets I don't know, trapped. I don't know. When you have a city like that, I think the heat gets trapped within like the buildings, or maybe, possibly, possibly. It can, but all of these areas, the heat can get pretty intense. All of these areas, the deep south, the deep south, and all of that. So, let's see. Enjoyed Vegas, but you think you prefer New York? I went to New York once. At least I could say I've been there. Which it's not. It was nice. That was in March. It was in over I want to say this was in 2007, and I was like, wait a minute, it was in 2008. It was 2007, and it was the weekend of St. Patrick's Day. So, but it had snowed. It had snowed. I want to say the day before we left, and then so there was snow on the ground while we were there. So that was pretty amazing. That was pretty amazing. So just let me know when you're ready, by the way. And I will actually, I'm going to go ahead and see about finding everything's working very well. I think I will find a timer on YouTube. I'll also get out of some other things. Make sure I don't have a whole lot of tabs open. I wonder how long Sky and Tamara are going to go. Do you have any idea, CB? Because I did see that they're having a 10K day. So yeah. All right. Let me find a timer. I could go ahead and find a 25-minute timer. If you want to just jump into it full force, CB. What would you like? You don't know how long they'll be going? Okay, that's fine. I was just curious if you knew. Yeah, that's interesting. Apparently StreamYard lets you share slides. How does that work then? I wonder. Wait, what happened? I clicked on something weird. Okay, 1 second. Share screen. That's what I want. Okay, Chrome tab. Let's see. There's Lauren Nettles timers and what's her name? HK Darkwood. I don't know. Oh, did I see that Jules is streaming again? Did she stream yesterday or something? Or the other day? We can do that beautiful 20-minute snowflake timer. Or we could go right into 25 minutes, and I don't know if she has anything wintry that's 25. Oh, look, there's me. 25 minutes would be good. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Oops. I'm knocking things over. Okay. Oh, this is too pretty. Oh, let's do this. Oh my god. And pause. Okay. Alrighty then. I am going to work on my work planner. This is what I'm going to be doing. I have to get ready for some events coming up. I have an event in February, and I need to get my planning going for January. So I think that's what I'll be doing today, working on that. Guys, please remember to get up and move around if you need to. I might have to do that. Please remember to take care of yourself. Take a sip of water because that's really good for your brain. But also remember to save your work. It was on Sunday. Oh, that would be awesome. She's a great person. All right. That's cool. Okay. We're gonna get this started in. Is this expands? Here we go. 5. Oops. Wait a minute. 1 second. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. Yes. Remember to drink your water. We'll get it started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sprint. Okay. How did you do, CB? Let's see here. Sorry, I had stepped away momentarily to get to the blood moving in my legs. And to look for something. Looks like CB wrote 931 words. Wow. Prolific as always. Let's see. I did a bunch of planning for the rest of the day, looked at my week. I wrote in that I'm about sharing the stream link, Thursday morning, and wrote some things down that I need to do today, like well, I need to finish off some cards. Basically, I had a commission, you could say. And yeah, and then the hubby called. Yeah. Let me call him back momentarily. No. Okay. May I call you back in just a moment? Okay, thanks. All right, bye. Okay. Let's see. What was I going to say? Yes. So I've been working on some cards for my sister. This is one panel. This is a sketch that I had colored with a with a watercolor pencil, and blended that, made it look all artsy fartsy. And because I had made her one for her birthday this past summer, so oh, thank you, CB. And so basically, she commissioned me to make some cards for her. Here's another one. I have not blended this one yet. Whoops, what am I doing? There we go. I have not blended this yet. This is a stamp. And there's another one. This is like going to be a like a chestnut. And then I'm going to have this be basically a bay. So I'm still working on that. And then I have all three mermaid cards that she wanted. This I modeled these off of the one mermaid card that's in my Etsy shop. So that's one panel. This is watercolor paper. I don't know how well you can see that. Two of them have a pink stripe on going down where I guess where her leg would be. And then this one is green and yellow blended in there. So I would like to finish these off within the next few days. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I want to finish these off in the next few days or so because I'll probably see her sometime Christmas weekend, because we're probably going to be seeing some family that weekend. Like basically my brother's coming down because his in-laws live in a little town that's about an hour and a half away or so from here. So I would like to get those to her when I see her next, which should be that week, sometime that weekend. So yeah, I want to get those done by then. So I've been working on those off and on for a while. So yeah. And I also would like to throw something together real quick for my kid's teacher. So So there's that too. But anyway, I do need to call my husband back, so I'm going to set us up with another timer. Let's see. Maybe this one. I know she has another. Let's see. I know Laura Nettles has another 25-minute timer, but I think. Excuse me. Let me search. I'm gonna search again. Okay, she's got this other leaf. I was kind of looking for something a little on the Christmassy side, but that's okay. I like this one. Yeah. How about that book leaves tea timer? Book leaves and tea or coffee. That's a nice one. I like it. If that's right with you. "1940s." CB says, writing 1940s-ish scenes is hard work. I can see that. You've got a lot to think about in terms of costumes and environment, what it would be like. Things like lighting was different. How people spoke was different. There's a lot to keep in mind. Yeah, for sure. All right. Let's see. Make that full screen. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh. Well, that's when a writing partner can come in handy or something along those lines. Just wing it. And sometimes, just wing it at first, and then you can always, if something really sticks out in your mind, if it really bugs you, if you're not sure if something's correct, you can always fix it. And because research is what, time consuming. Oh, did I click that? Oh, if I clicked that, that was a mistake. Wait a minute. Back it up. There we go. It's time consuming, isn't it? Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and get us started again because I need to call my husband back. So I hope that's all right with you, CB. And so here we go. Yeah, just remember to do what you need to do, folks. Remember. Take a sip of water if you need it. Get up if you need it. Remember to sit up straight in your chair. And we're going to go ahead. Yeah, I figured as much because I made the calculations in my head a little bit ago. All right. We'll get it started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's sprint. Okay. How did everybody do? What did everybody do? How did you do? CB? So I called the hubby back. He let me know something that was welcome information. Yeah, my hubby should be working from home quite soon. This is a new job. He's been working there less than 90 days, and apparently they're very pleased with his work. So, yay for that. You got exactly 8 words because CB was eating dinner. That works. Let's see. So I did that. I called him back, talked to him for a good while. I kind of was kind of all over the place looking at this week, though. Let's see. But I did put in a reminder that I wanted to start filming these short videos for my coffee page. So that is something I want to work on this week and get started on filming for that. I have lots of ideas for that. Let's see, where's my, oh, here it is. So this is sort of my work, plan my day work planner. I found it at Target. It must have been, I don't know, this is back in January, possibly. There's lots of notes pages in the back. So anyway, yeah, I like it all right. Who's this made by? Day Designer. And then I have my bullet journal. And I think I said this earlier. I love it for writing lists. I'm with a lot of people on that. So I've got lots of ideas for that. So I think the first one I will be doing is I thought about writing about horses. Because that's something I kind of have promised for a little while. Because I grew up around horses. So if anybody has questions about that, I will be doing that. I already have 2 planned. And these are going to be 5-minute tips. They'll be 5 minutes or less long. So I have one where that's talking about the actual writing itself, whether people kick or not. There's different styles of writing, things like that. Styles of writing. Another one in terms of writing about horses. Just other things about what they eat. There's that. There's like other topics, like just really short videos coming about editing. Very specific, with very specific, concrete topics. Things like punctuation and things like just commonly misused words, stuff like that. Okay, that is fine, CB. Actually, I'm not entirely sure that I will be streaming next week anyway. So you're going to see Les Mis. Oh my goodness. I am very jealous. That is such an amazing show. It lasts 2 hours and 15 minutes. Yeah. Yes, it does. I saw a tour. I think I saw it twice. Back in the 90s when it was touring. I don't even remember the years anymore. This was quite some time ago. Which means it will be 5:20 p.m. or later when you get out of the theater. Okay. And by the time you walk to the bus station, get a taxi home, it's going to be about, yeah. Oh, thank you. Whoops, StreamYard jumped, of course. You saw it in Edinburgh I do know how to say Edinburgh in 1998, and then in London in 2004. So this is your third time. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Did I say it correctly? I think I did. Let's see. It's not Edinburgh. That's for sure, right? And you're in Glasgow. It's not Glasgow, that's for sure. But anyway, let's see. It got a little bit brighter in here. It's been such a gray day. Yes, I did. Oh, awesome. So yeah, I've seen enough movies where they talk about it. And well, I also used to watch, oh gosh, what's his name? Craig Ferguson, here in the States. So, and hearing him pronouncing a lot because he's from there. So I was like, okay, I know how to pronounce it. Yeah, it's definitely not Glasgow. Because he was from there. I do remember that. And, I used to love watching it because I would just be like, I love how he talks. And then whenever he had, he had Billy Connolly on there at least once. And then it was fascinating because the more they talked, the thicker that, what's his name's accent became. That was pretty funny, pretty fascinating to watch. But let's see. I can't remember where Karen Gillan is from. I don't remember. But she has a completely different accent, of course, because she's not from the same area that he's from. That's kind of the stereotypical Scottish accent. Am I right? Let's see. It is, I think probably at 30 after, we'll do another sprint. She's from Inverness. Okay. There is an Inverness, Florida. Did you know this, CB? And it's not that, it's about an hour away from where I am. And there's a little town that was established by some Scots people, and it's called Dunedin, and it's such a cool little town. They really celebrate their yeah. Yeah, Inverness is kind of a countryish area. It's kind of it's got some rolling hills. So, and there's not a whole lot of those in Florida, um, but it's most of Florida is pretty flat, except for central Florida, like Ocala area. Can be very hilly. Near Orlando, yeah, ish. Um, Yeah, and this little town of Dunedin is really cool. They've really embraced that they were established by some Scots people, and um, they have um, they have all the things. They have all the Celtic things, events. It's really pretty interesting. It's a little town. They have what do they have? They have the sporting events. They do that once a year. There's the whole caber toss and all that stuff, and I think they do the have the dance competitions, and stuff like that. They have a lot of events there. It's a real cool town. It's really neat. Yeah, that is awesome, isn't it? But I'm fascinated with this stuff because I'm of British ancestry. I have Welsh, Scots, Irish, probably English. Did I say Wales? Yeah, just all the things. I'm just completely British. It's crazy. Yes. Also, she was Amy Pond on Doctor Who. Hmm. And Nebula, and she was in the new I can't think of it, Jumanji movies too, or at least you can see her hair. I think this is going to be the last of my coffee. Make sure this is off. Yeah, it is. Okay. I have a warmer on my desk. Yeah. Yeah, I'm very fascinated with the UK because of my nationalities. Um, so yeah, my grandmother's maiden name was Logue. My other grandmother, that was my maternal grandmother. My paternal grandmother's maiden name was Walker. So yeah, I got some choices, huh? If I ever want to make at least the sash, have a sash made or whatever, or buy one, buy some things. I've always been curious about that. Um, oh, and you're going to see Spider-Man tomorrow. Ooh, I want to see that too. Yes, I want to see that. Um, did I ever see Far From Home? I don't think I've seen that yet. I haven't had a chance, but I want to. Ooh, that should be really, really good. I keep hearing a lot about it. Have fun for me. Where are you going to see it? Oh, I was going to sprint again, but we don't have to. What? Because Sony owns the rights? Really? How can Sony own? Far From Home was your first. Oh, really? Huh. Um, the first of these three Spider-Man movies was very well made. I was very impressed. Okay, so you're gonna stay in town. Um, yeah. I think it would be nice to see that in the theater. Certain things that it's just, it's just better to see it in the way it was when they make them. They're made to be shown on a large screen. So you're gonna keep it. You're going to get the best experience for sure. It's the cheapest. Yeah, sure. There's a couple of. Luckily, in my area, there's a couple of places I could go. There's this really cool, small family owned. It's got little theaters inside it. I would love to go there soon. That would be nice. Oh gosh, same, because I didn't see those in the theater at all. Yeah, especially those two. They're just so massive, and man, I didn't either. So that would have been much more. I would have been even more blown away for sure. Those were just amazing visually. God, what they can do these days is just, excuse me, how much movie making has changed in the last 20 years is just crazy. Oh yeah. So all the Harry Potter films in the cinema at least once. I did see. I know I saw 3 in movie theater because I went by myself. Just because. Yeah, I don't remember. Anyway, I wanted to make sure I saw it, and so I just went. I had arranged for it, but my kid was he was only like I don't know, 4 or 5, I guess, at the time. When was that? Probably in 04 or 05, maybe, or 06. I don't remember. You have major feels about Endgame. Yeah. They wrapped a few things up pretty nicely. I like how they wrapped things up with Captain America. That was good. Yeah, I know a lot of people are not going to see Fantastic. So wait a minute. I wasn't quite sure they were going to make one. Did they? I've kind of fell off that bandwagon. I think lots of if they did do that, then I think lots of people won't be. And this whole 20th anniversary thing that they're doing, because it'll be the 20th anniversary of the first movie coming out. Huh. Okay. I wasn't sure they were going to do it. I guess so. By the way, do you like my cranberry red branding that I did up for this week? Comes out in April. Okay. Ow. Interesting. I was fiddling with my ring light because I have one of those large-ish kind of ring lights. I found it at a store close by here. Something like that. So they're having a big deal. They're having a big something on TV. They're gonna have the major actors that are still alive. The main 3, and then there's more. So yeah. Thanks. I wanted to do that. Yeah, that's a kind of a cross between a cranberry red and something. But anyway, yeah, I was messing with my 139, messing with this because I was trying to figure out if I could possibly use, because it's the kind that has a it's got a holder on it for right in my face, for a phone. If I do more plan with me's, with kind of this format, that way I'm still doing sprints. Maybe I could, because I can make it point down onto. Ow! I'm sorry. I have something on my face. I keep scratching on accident. Yeah, a quiz show. I saw that, but I thought there was something else. There's a quiz, and they've got all the actors minus a few people who passed. Yes, without her. Yeah, without her. Interesting. It's getting a little warm. But interesting. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I saw the quiz show they're having. The like a like a what do you call it? Like a game show, they call it. Do they call it that there? A game show? It's a documentary. Yeah, that'll be. Yeah, I don't know. That'll be kind of interesting because it's all about the movies. And lots of people love to watch the movies, especially if they already have them and such. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that'll be interesting and, you know, might be fun to watch. But yeah. So yeah, maybe I'll attempt to do one of those plan with me's where I've got my phone clipped to this thing. But I'll just have to figure out. Let's see. First, I'm gonna be honest. Alan Rickman and Ralph Fiennes are the only reasons I have left. I'm enjoying the movies now. Ralph Fiennes. Do you like Gary Oldman as Sirius Black? What do you think about his performance? And there will be, actually, I think I did hear, there will be a Sherlock Holmes 3. Here in my eye. Pardon. That would be good. He's really, they've made such an interesting version of Sherlock Holmes. Yeah. Gary Oldman, he's very particular. Is my impression. I really enjoyed him doing that. I thought so too. I thought he was pretty good. You could really see it in his eyes when he looked at him, and during some of those scenes with them, with when he was with Dan Radcliffe. He did look fatherly. He did look like he super cared about him and stuff. Yeah, I thought he did pretty good too. Pretty well. Yeah, is in of the roles that he takes. Yeah. They were very good friends. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. They really seem to work well together. I could, you could just sense they had good chemistry, as they say. That's cool. Let's see. About a little more than 15 minutes left. all the HP movies were missing was Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson, who could he have played? I don't know. I mean, they had so many great actors because there was such a huge cast of characters. You know, somebody Irish. Well, not necessarily, but okay. I was just gonna say the same thing about Dumbledore, but yeah, more Mad Eye Moody. Because they could have aged him for Dumbledore, obviously, or Mad Eye Moody. Well, he was already Irish. Well, so was what's his name too, Brendan Gleeson. I've seen him I saw him in another movie, and it was just like, blinking, blink, blink, blink every time I looked at him because I was like, I just, oh, he might have made an interesting Lucius Malfoy. That's a good point. Although, what's his name did an awesome job. I mean, he just, God, he plays a good bad guy. Jason Isaacs. Hey, CB, have you ever seen the Peter Pan movie where he played Hook? I thought he did a wonderful job. He's played Hook. He's played Lucius Malfoy. He's played that character in the movie Patriot. Yeah. Yeah. Boy, when he it's interesting when he has the bluest eyes. So yeah, he was perfect as Hook. Supposedly, Hook has like bright blue eyes. Excuse me. I guess we're just gonna hang out until until 2:00. Oh, my time that is. Until the end of the hour. I'm trying to finish off my coffee. That's enough of that. Oh, I know. I agree. I would agree with that assessment. Actually, because I'm a dork. I'm a huge Peter Pan fan. It's a lifelong fan, and there's a long story to that. But um, um, in the special features of the Peter Pan DVD that I have, Jason Isaacs, he took a lot. He filmed during when they were filming the movie. He filmed with a camera, and with this old big digital camera, and so there you can see him doing some stuff, prepping and doing other things, and so he's rehearsing that with the swords, and I was just like, oh, okay, because he had a kind of a clingy T-shirt on, in sweats, and practicing, and I was like, oh, that's not that bad. So yeah, yes, he is quite handsome. But yeah, he's known for playing characters that have longish hair. Between those three characters, they all had long hair. Wigs. He's worn a lot of wigs over the years. So when he was in this show in the States, what was that? A few years back, he was on a TV show here, doing an American accent, and I was just like, wow, he does a good American accent. Oh, really? You used to absolutely loathe Robert Downey Jr. Um, I've been watching Robert Downey Jr. since I was a teenager, and I'm over 50 now. He's only a couple years older than me. He might be 4 years older or something like that. And I know he's had a lot of problems. And the 80s kind of messed him up. Let's just say. And that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. But yeah, I know he had a hard time for a while. But ever since he's turned his life around and he started making these movies, man, he's really he's a nice guy. Yeah. He seems to be very sincere, and you can see how well they all get along when you go and watch blooper reels and things like that. They all seem to get along very well. Oh yeah, well, a lot of his movies on DVD. His performance in a lot of 80s movies was very, very, very good. And so I think success hit him really hard, really quickly. But his performance in, I remember this one, Less Than Zero, really good. I remember that very well. Yes, he's grown up a lot, and yet he gets to pretend to be Iron Man. He's gotten to pretend to be Iron Man for several movies now. So it's like, that's cool, and I'm sure he gets stopped by kids all the time wanting his picture with them. I can't talk. I think my tongue has stopped working. For sure. Yeah, I want to say he's about 4 years older than me, 4 or 5 years older than me, something like that. Oh, goodness. Yes, there are. This is definitely true. Definitely true. And so when they did that thing where they showed him as a young man, I was just in what was it? Endgame? I forget. That just blew me away because that was amazing, because that's how I remember him from back in the day, from back in the 80s. That's how I remember him. I swear they must have taken some stills from that movie, Less Than Zero, to make that bit when they created that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. She's kind of too perfect looking in a way. Um, yeah, scary similarities. Amazing. It was an Endgame. Yeah. To think. Well, hello. Hi, Eva. How's it going? Did they do this with Civil War as well? And then they did that with oh, what's his name? In um um Guardians of the Galaxy 2. They did that with Jeff Bridges to make him look like he looked in back, when he was a younger man. Which reminded me of there was a really interesting movie that was made in the 80s called Starman. Uh, and that's kind of what he looked like then. Just Eva finishing up lunch prep, about to head into quiet time. Haven't had much of a chance to check for streams. Oh, no worries if you want to catch the replay. CB and I have been discussing lots of fun stuff. Lots of fun stuff. And so I'm about to wrap it up here. But I was mentioning earlier that I will be starting the filming process, and I've been doing some planning for these little videos I'm going to be having on my coffee page. Some editing tidbits and other things, short videos that I'll be putting there. So, I was also saying earlier that I'm not sure I'm going to be streaming next week for the next 2 weeks because it is Christmas break. So, yeah. I think I'm just gonna take that time off. Excuse me. From streaming. Thanks. So yeah. So I think that's going to be fun. Yeah. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Well, I think I'm going to start wrapping things up. Let's see. Let's see. About 3 minutes to go. So yeah. I think I'll wrap things up. Yes, it's going to be quite busy for sure. Alrighty. Well, thank you guys for coming. Thank you to anybody watching the replay. And if you like Plan With Me's, please let me know for anybody watching the replay or whatever. Yes, so I have a oops, dropsies, as they say. I have a huge list of ideas for that. Yeah. So that but okay, I got distracted. 1 second. If you like planning videos and maybe live planning streams, I think I might be doing that. If you like this, just please let me know in sorry, down below. Yeah. And feel free to like and subscribe. Alrighty then. I will see you guys next year. Have a great day, everybody. And bye.